shit.
No, I completely forgot. Well, the thing that was weird to me is that like it's not specifically question mark. It's like the I think no, it's the slash. I think.
Yeah, the
Jesus,
slash
it's both. Never mind.
P.
I gotta give it, dude. I gotta turn that down. I intentionally made it ear rape because it's funny. But if I am like just now, like just like 2 minutes ago, and I was typing "want to talk?" question mark, pressing question mark was the worst mistake of my life. Yeah, I mean, you just heard what it was. Oh my god, dude, it was so quiet and everything too. Like I was running a podcast that I'd already listened to before, and then I just
hmm
turned it off and trying to boot up some dead cells, and then get fucked in the ear by
Oh
that.
god. I can't believe this though. Mr. T Lexify? Do you know? With zombies guy?
Not at all. Like that name is not
Shit.
familiar to me.
This guy's so classic with the COD zombie. I've literally watched this guy since like 2013. I mean he's OG as fuck when it comes to Call of Duty zombies. And his channel got hacked and all his OG videos got deleted.
What? I mean, it has to be an
Yeah,
archive somewhere, right? Like, there's no way that just
there's
happens.
probably some archive for some of it, but most because YouTube has no backup system. So if there's no archive download of it, then that shit's gone. And
God,
yeah, see, he's like literally the most like hyper fucking awesome positive kind of guy, and he's like crying in this video. That's sad. This like
I
I just stumbled upon this like a minute ago, so
you
this
have
caught me
no
to.
idea how much of like that a worse fear that is for me. Like especially for Minecraft, because I feel the same way about Minecraft. It's like I don't want to put thousands of hours in Minecraft world, which I already have, and then fucking computer blue screens, or whatever. That's why I have like thousands of backups on my phone stuff and like. Shit, you couldn't do that for a YouTube video. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's my worst fear for something like that to happen.
Oh
Like
yeah, I mean
all of it just to be gone.
I
I could
couldn't
not.
imagine even with my channel with 200 subscribers, like 4 songs. It's like if something like that happened, it'd still, I mean, that's like crushing. You know what I mean? When you put effort into something, especially when it's for him,
I
you
mean,
know,
even
one and a
like
half million subs, like
even
8 years. Sorry.
yeah, even like Unis Honest, I could not imagine doing an Unis Honest. I mean, maybe an Unis Honest if I was like if I knew that like the whole point of it was completed, whatever. But I mean, still, even then, like I just hate for progress just to be gone like that.
Mm-hmm. That's really shit. Wait, is there a oldest videos list? So he still has a lot of his like old videos, but I think all his like really popular ones that were also old got deleted.
Dude, that is
That's
not
so
good.
shit. That's so shit. What the hell? Yeah, and I think his second account is still hacked. Like I still think he doesn't have access to that. So it's like, what the fuck? Like I don't know, because it apparently what this like what caused it and how that works is like you'll get an email saying like, hey, you want to like sponsor or something like that, and it'll like link something, and there's something
Oh
that
shit!
happens when you just click on the link and then your account's gone.
Like
Like
the
you just
IP
click.
grabbers and stuff, but
I
like in
mean,
this case, it's like
like
whatever.
I don't even know how it works. Like you just click on the link and then your account's fucked. Like it doesn't even really matter. Like your account's just gone if you click on the link essentially. And he even had two-factor authentication, and what the people did is they called his phone company. It's like, what the fuck are people doing this for? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, what motivation is there?
I I don't
It's
know,
just
man.
it's
People
so
people
weird.
really people live just to see other people. Or, no, people live just to be pirates.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
why pirates live in the first place.
It's so weird. It does like even if you're gonna do it to like promote something like some scam business, it's like the channel people are gonna immediately know what's going on, and then nothing's gonna happen. Like you're gonna make $0 off of that. So it's like it's a waste of effort, waste of time. Illegal. I imagine. I don't really know because it's online, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure stuff like that's legal because I mean,
Yeah.
if you so even sing a
Espe-
song, even if it's out of tune on YouTube, then your money's gone.
yeah, and especially because he called the phone company, so I mean that's definitely illegal. That's like some
I don't even know like
impersonation
he
shit.
he
I don't
called
know.
their phone number that he got his phone number through a link.
I really have no idea how it works. I know it's actually been on for a couple years where it's this
Oh
thing
my god.
where you have that kind of general setup of you want to work with a sponsor and it'll bait you into clicking the link. It's like,
There's
hey,
gotta be like a different way to get sponsors that has to be much more safe or something like that. Because I mean, like that's
when
what we're
you
gonna have to
think it'd
start
be
doing.
safe through emails,
I mean,
like,
that's the
even if
thing,
it's a
right?
scam.
Like even just shit like cheating and stuff. It's like usually I've seen a ton of videos on this stuff because I think it's kind of interesting. But like usually anti-cheats and then cheats and stuff kind of go like hand in hand. Like one to like it's like a competition. And so
Mm-hmm.
sometimes one of them will beat the other. Except now it's looking at like there's literally no way that anti-cheats could work now for certain hacks. Like I was looking at
Mm-hmm.
one and it was like literally it's not even like cheats technically. It's just like a bot that controls your mouse for you.
Yeah.
It's like a little piece of plywood on wheels.
I think I saw that. And there's like one
Just
where it's
shit
like
like
you have
that.
three different computers or some shit with different apps on 'em. It's like, dude, who
Yeah,
has
with
the
like
money and time for this?
different screens and stuff.
Yeah, different like fucking. I don't know. It's like who has the money and the time for this shit? It's like, dude, just to cheat in a video game. It's like, come on.
I mean, a lot of them are easy. I mean, that's what Trent does. He gets like he gets like paid CFD tax, but they're like monthly. Which I mean, he's always surprised why his shit is getting like viruses and stuff, and he's like purchasing these very like weird, mm, like fuck ass hacks off of the deep web probably.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not literally, because I mean it's accessible. He doesn't have like what is it like Tor? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's the deep web browser.
Yeah, deep web browser.
It's pretty
No, it's
goofy.
literally just like it goes in, but I mean, doesn't matter regardless. Trent's
Mm-hmm.
always like trying to get me into this weird stuff, and I'm like, I think I'm good. I don't really.
Yeah.
He sent me like a file for like extra frames for Sea of Thieves and stuff in their video, and I downloaded it, and it worked fine and everything. I have no complaints on that. Um, I got 120 frames, which was a little too much for me in Sea of Thieves. But I mean, like, I guess maybe that's alright, because he sent me the download, because I can download it off of him instead of downloading it on some fuck-ass website I've never even seen before.
Is it? Um. Yeah, I don't know. When it comes to when I get sent like files and shit over anything, I just usually do not download it ever. Like no matter how well I know the person, I just like when I see downloading files and it's not on like a trustable website and it's just like through a Discord
Oh, this was
link.
like, it wasn't like a website or anything. It was literally just like a weird mod pack for 120 frames. I don't even know if it's even bannable, because it's like, I don't know if they can even tell if you have like 120
Mm-hmm.
FOV or whatever. It
But like,
might honestly, because it might conflict with some game files, but who knows?
yeah, even then, it's like when I just see downloading files and shit like that, like just regardless of if it's even a website, it could just be straight from the guy's computer, and I'm like, no.
No, I mean, I got this from Trent. Trent, I don't know. I wouldn't trust anybody to get those hacks. But Trent got it, and he didn't get a virus. Well, maybe.
Maybe he did.
I mean, honestly, I don't know. I tried it out, and I uninstalled it anyways because
Hmm.
I didn't. It was too much. It was too many frames for my baby mine.
Yeah.
Holy hell, I have way too many frames for Dead Cells. I'm just realizing, dude. I don't even know if it runs at like maximum frames anyways. Not experiencing any screen tearing, but it's literally like 1K frames for Dead Cells.
Bruh moment.
I mean, I'd sort of expect that. It's not like too much of a demanding game. It looks great. But I mean, I'm just
Hmm.
thinking like it's not like usually like even like Elden Ring limits it to 60. So I mean like If you actually take out the anti-cheat in Elden Ring, you can actually get uncapped frames, which I don't know why it did in the first place. I thought like maybe something had to do with like console and PC advantages and whatever, but the game's not even cross-platform. So I genuinely have no idea for that. But in Dead Cells, if there was even an 800 hertz monitor, I'd probably be seeing 800 frames right now.
Too many to process.
Which, I mean, even 60 frames per second would kill like a 1700s peasant.
Yeah.
Dude, it doesn't have to be like a moving video. Just like a picture on an electronic screen that can change like every 5 seconds is just gonna induce cardiac arrest, dude.
For real.
Imagine that stuff. I'd always thought like, imagine I went in the 1930s and then I had a phone and I'd show everybody what a phone was.
It's like, oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I'd
Crazy
I'd honestly probably be the alien. I'm not even gonna mention anything about, oh, they're gonna think you're a witch and you're gonna die. Like, shut up. No.
This
I mean, it will,
isn't
but still, shut up.
1750. Like, dude, I was walking earlier after I got my hat in the mail. I went on a walk, and it was literally this one point I stopped, and I've never really had something like this happen. Like, there's kind of times, oh shit. What was I saying? There's kind of times where I can sort of hear people say certain things, but it's like to other people. The first time it's been like directly to me, and I remember what it was. Is I was waiting at this light. I just crossed the street, and I was waiting to cross again. And so what happened was there's this car. You know, it was the closest one to me. The first one, the furthest car forward, waiting for a red light and whatever. There's like 4 like 30-year-old dudes in the car, like it's just packed. I think because all beards and shit, and they didn't look young. They looked like 30 or something like that. And I don't know, it just confused me so much. They just started saying like I didn't really even look at them. I didn't do anything. They just started saying like, no one gives a shit about your suit. I was like, did I say something? I was like, what? Yeah, they just started like trashing on me. I was like, did I ask you a question? It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it's like, wow, that's a terrible suit. It's like, oh, did I ask? I was literally what I was thinking. I was literally like giggling to myself like a little kid. I was like, what the fuck are these guys talking about?
Yeah,
And
it's probably the average Andrew Tate enjoyer. No, it's like,
God,
it's like what are you trying to do? Are you trying to embrace masculinity without working for any of the benefits? Huh? Are you some sort of freeloader?
Yeah, that's right, kid. And it's like, it just confused me so much. Because there's kind of the implication, what I was getting from it is like, I was out there because the way he's like, nobody cares, you're not cool or whatever the fuck. You kind of had the implication I was only out there to like show off or something. Like, what do I have to show off? Like, what am I showing off? It was like, when I started going on walks, it was literally to get out of the house and to just like get my mind off of things. I was actually expecting everybody to act like those guys when I first went out. So it was like, you're pretentious, you think you're all that or something like that. Because the way I dress.
I can feel like that, dude. When I first moved to Texas, my grandma got me like a cowboy hat. I thought I'd just be walking in the street and someone would be like, you're stereotypical.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. And then, people just weren't that way, and I was really surprised. But, it kind of had the implication I was only really out there to like show off or look cool or something. It's like, no, not really. And it's like, because he's like, nobody cares. And I don't know, I didn't really know what to say because I was like, I was just confused. I've been confused all day about it.
I never know what to say to those things too, because it's like, do I want to be silent? It's like, it's probably not the best course of action either.
Because I was just saying one thing, as I know I didn't want to say something that would just like make them, I don't know, aggravated. Because people who get angry like that, especially in like cars and traffic and shit, like people just sometimes kill you when you say the wrong things. It's like, You know, you never know.
You
It's like,
never really want to risk it.
yeah, exactly.
The
So
main
I didn't.
idea, yeah.
I wanted to say something, but I didn't want to say something that would like aggravate that kind of thing, especially since they're like a bunch of 30-year-old men already just trash talking a 16-year-old. Like, so it's like, yeah, we're not exactly dealing with the best characters here. You know, I didn't even.
I honestly, I think like the best way is to like acknowledge it in the smallest way possible, and kind of like I'm just trying to think about it logically. Like, how the hell would you respond to that
I know. I was kind of
without
just
like
like,
causing
I was
more
just like
issue?
laughing at it. Like I was just kind of minding my own business. Like I just kept looking forward. And I kept hearing them talk to me, and I just kind of smiled at it. I was kind of laughing, and I made sure they saw it. Cause it's like, who do you think you're talking to? And I don't mean that in like I'm so cool, I'm a badass, but it's like what do you
Yeah,
expect?
you're
Like you expect
talking
a trophy?
you're talking to a younger generation of the Dalton gang. You have no idea what they're gonna do to you.
Dude, on God, if this was 1880, we'd be robbing your train, buddy. I mean, what can I say?
Where are my
It's
1880 folk at right now?
it's like, dude, it's like, it just confused me so much, and especially with that implication, like nobody cares, everyone thinks you're a dipshit. It's like, okay, why would I care about that?
Okay.
No, I don't know you. And then so they kind of went on their way, and I kid you not, this is like comedic timing gold. So like about 5 seconds later, this lady, this is the same light. You know, I just crossed the street. I was waiting to cross again, and this lady goes up and she's waiting for the light. So she's, you know, she's kind of right next to me as I'm waiting, and she looks at me, gives a thumbs up, and then she rolls her window down. She's like, "You got something going on?" I was like, "No, I just dress like this. I'm old fashioned." She's like, "I appreciate that. We need more of that." That happened 5 seconds after they drove off. It's like, well, clearly somebody cared. You know what I mean? It's like, damn it.
Nobody cares, dude. He's honestly probably the first person I met that was like that, except maybe from like a what was it like a someone who yelled something out of the car. Maybe you mentioned briefly, but
Yeah,
other than like that, dude, everybody that I've ever heard from you has been like
yeah, they're all nice. I
super
mean,
nice
I've
human
had.
beings.
And when I say people yell out of the car, it's usually stuff I can't even decipher if it's good or not. Like it's just they're so far gone. They just like blah, blah. It's like what are you saying? You sound like Cookie Monster. So it's like I don't really know what they're saying. So, but I can't, you know, I can't really say if it's good or bad. So I just kind of assume it's good because that's most of what I've heard. I've heard it like again a couple times. Usually it's like snotty kids or something that'll kind of like giggle or something and like point or something, kind of more rude than like actually being insulting or something like
I
that.
mean, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, it's just kids being stupid kids, you know. But at the same time, I've had plenty of kids who say, that guy's cool. I like that guy. And so it's like, you know, it just depends. Like, I was walking through Target once, and this kid was walking with his family. And I was walking there, and he's like, I walked by him, and this kid like looked up at his mom, and I heard him kind of say behind me, he's like,
Oh, he's like, is
"Oh,
that
that
guy
guy's all."
rich?
No, that was a different time. I was with my friend. I was with my friend, and he was like, he took my pictures. We were walking back to his house, and then there was
Oh
this.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a woman and her two kids, and that was her daughter that said that. But this was a kid in Target. I walked by him. He looked at his mom. He's like, "Mom, that guy looks all fancy or something like that." You know, it's usually it's just kind of nice, wholesome stuff like that. From most kids, but again, you know, there's been like a very few times where someone's like kind of acts rude, and I can tell it's kind of, you know, because of me or like directed towards me, but not like actually said towards me. You know what I mean? Like they'll say,
Yeah.
"Oh, that guy's weird." Like they'll be talking to their buddy. I'll just overhear. I'm like, okay, you
Mommy,
know, stuff like that.
is that a member of the LGBTQ plus community?
Oh my goodness, it's like, but you know, it just totally showed because I hate
Damn.
what I hate more than anything is I hate being around constantly super pessimistic people who are like everybody sucks, everything sucks. And I get it, you know, there's plenty of bad things in the world and bad people, which is obvious, you know, that's unavoidable, but it literally just purely showed that there's like the duality of people, if that makes sense. Like it's just
Yeah.
within 5 seconds, like nobody gives a shit. No, it's like I didn't even talk to you. It's like, did I ask you a question? And it's like, well, I appreciate you. We need more people like you. It's like, well, that was different. You know what I mean? And after that point, on my way back, this other guy, this older guy, stopped his truck and he's like, I always see you walking around and I really appreciate your style and I think it's really nice. And so it's like, well, clearly there's good people. And that tends to happen much more than negative stuff, negative people. So that's really the only time someone's been directly negative to me versus almost every time I go out, there's at least one person that says something nice. So I don't know. It really shows that there's more positive people and things than, shitters. If that makes sense.
Console shitter.
Oh my god.
You
Oh
know
my
what the
god.
hell the face flask is like even good for? Cause I
Okay,
don't
so
even know what the strat is for it.
I remember I had the same question, and then somebody said you could use it with the spite sword because you get crits when you get damaged. And I was like, oh,
Oh, is this basically like Razor Blade and Isaac? Just like
yeah, it's literally like a proc kind of thing.
oh, it deals oh, that's literally
Yeah, I know. I was like, what the fuck? Why would you want to deal
oh.
damage to yourself for no reason?
I
And I was like,
thought I don't know. I mean, like
yeah, I know.
it's good too because I just tested it and I didn't lose my 25 kill streak.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of
I thought it
the
was
point
like
of it, I guess. I didn't even know that until someone pointed it out. I was like, what? Why the fuck would you want to hit yourself and do 5 damage for no reason?
I know,
I was like,
literally, it's just
oh
like
yeah.
dull Razor Blade from Isaac. Like, why the fuck would I need this item? And then you get something like, what is it? Like, I think Piggy Bank even works for that. I think that's like how you get infinite money. So it's like unironically a great item. Like
Hmm.
like dull Razor Piggy Bank or something like that.
Yeah, and even then, again, like in most runs, Face Flask will literally do jack all, but just when you have those couple of weapons, it's pretty good.
Okay, I thought there was something more to it. I didn't realize it was just like I thought it did more damage too. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking honestly. I
Yeah,
thought it.
I don't. I was thinking the same thing as you. It like again, I didn't really think anything about it. I was like, why would you ever want this? Until I read a comment and some guy was like, Spite Sword. I was like,
Ugh.
oh, that's right.
Oh, dude, my leg just breezed by the face flask button.
Damn.
I'm just gonna sell these because yeah, these all kind of suck.
That's so wild, bruh. I can't believe it. When I was in Kansas, my dad told me how he remembered the day Elvis died. I was like, oh my god. Like, that was actually crazy. Because he died in 77. So that was a long time
Oh
ago.
damn, that's like
Because he was
maybe
only
50
like,
years ago.
yeah, he was only like 40. Um,
Elvis
Elvis
died.
was,
He was 40.
no, yeah, Elvis was 40 when he died.
40 exactly.
Like 42 or something. Because
Oh,
his diet, he died of like heart failure, essentially. Because
I
as he got older, how those pictures of him, he's really fat.
I
When he's
don't
kind
know
of
what it was, but I saw it was some famous singer like that, and it was like an elementary, but everyone was be like I don't know if it's Elvis, but they'd be like, yeah, Elvis like died because he got too drunk in a bathroom one time. And I was like,
yeah, he literally
really?
died in the bathroom. Yeah,
That's where I
he
heard
was
it.
found in the bathroom. Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't drunk, but I remember that detail.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about drunk, but it was. Yeah, look at these pictures. You've probably seen something like this before. When he got older, he gained a lot of weight.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he started like eating really bad, and that's why he died. He died of heart failure, and he's 42 or something like that. And
Wouldn't it like what like the peanut butter and banana?
yeah, I remember this because that's something he had like every day. And
I had it on a burger one time and it was great, but that was it.
yeah, and I think what it was, because the guy made like bacon with it. If that's the video I'm thinking of, because that's how Elvis had it. It was like peanut butter, banana, and like bacon or something like that, and he'd like
Really?
make it like a grilled cheese. Yeah, and that's what his like cook or whoever cooked for him would make for him every day. But I think what I heard was he would actually just use like grease, like just pure fat. It's like so it's like no wonder why that happened, you know.
That's not good, man.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
the
I don't
hell?
know.
What
I
the
don't know
hell
either.
even
Just
is
I don't know. But yeah, my
no?
dad was telling me because he was about he would have been about 5 when he died, and that's what he said. He's like, I was like 5 years old, and he was eating cereal like breakfast or some shit, and he heard on the news like Elvis Presley was dead, and he just like I cried and cried that whole day. You know, 5 year old. It's like I it's like that's the shit that reminds me. I remember when Michael Jackson died. I remember seeing that on the news.
I don't remember that at all.
I was 4. I remember just being at my grandma's house, and there was like live updates on the news, and there was like the um helicopter shots of the hospital where he died, and they announced it. It was like that, like the literally that Elvis and Michael Jackson were like the two people when they died, the whole world like ended. You know, like it stopped because they were just such, you know, like
I mean, Michael
powerhouses.
Jackson was like really, maybe not really old, but he was like old though,
He
right?
was
Not like
50.
50.
Yeah,
What
he
did he
was.
die of?
I can't. I think it was similar, like not like weight related or anything like that.
Oh, I think it was
He
like a
died of
medical
some kind of,
issue.
yeah. So I can't remember exactly, but you know, I remember there. I saw videos of it since this was 2009.
Damn,
So
I hope that I live past 50.
I know I don't. It's always musicians that die like like just really young, really weirdly, unusually. You know, like all the singers who die in plane crashes, things like that. Um, but yeah, I remember seeing videos because this happened in 2009, so this is when cameras were starting to become
Holy shit.
super available. So I remember seeing a bunch of videos in like major cities like New York, places like that, and people just run out in the street and yell that Michael Jackson died. Like it caused mass panic. Like it was literally like a fucking disease when Michael Jackson died, and that just doesn't happen. You know what I mean? When a celebrity dies, people are sad about it, but you don't run into the street and announce it, and then everybody enters a mass panic. You know what I mean? That just doesn't happen.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
That reminds me of like all of like the 12-year-olds on TikTok and stuff when Technoblade died and stuff like that, and the TikToks they'd make because of that. It's kind of
Oh
like
my
it has the
goodness.
same energy as like Michael Jackson just died, because there wasn't like Technoblade just died. It was like what is it? I don't know if this one. I don't know where I saw it from. It was probably honestly like a mockumentary type shit. But I saw one TikTok where it was like, I feel like what is it? I feel like we should have been doing more for Technoblade in the heat of cancer, and this is just like all the major problems going on in the world, like Ukraine and Russia and stuff like that. And like, why would you even say that?
Oh
It
my
might have been like
goodness.
it might have been like I don't think it was a real dude.
Yeah, I mean, I remember seeing that when Technoblade first died, and it really sucks.
I
So I
knew he had
understand all the.
cancer, but I didn't. It didn't for some reason it didn't register that he had like really bad cancer.
Yeah, I didn't even know because I never really watched him at all ever, and I did kind of start watching him after that. I did enjoy some of his stuff, like just his commentary stuff, because it just kind of falls under what I kind of like. It just felt like kind of it was simple and it kind of felt genuine. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I like.
Yeah,
Um,
I think I've only watched one of like I think I only watched like two videos of him, to be honest.
yeah, I haven't watched him in a couple weeks, probably a month or so maybe, but
I mean, he's funny. I'd probably watch him more if it wasn't just like Minecraft PvP or whatever.
yeah.
That's Trenton's jam. He loves Technoblade.
Hmm. So yeah, I mean, I can get down with people posting stuff, but it's like Ukraine. This is it's like, yeah, I don't think so.
Ukraine good, Russia bad.
Yes, yes, it's not like both of them have done very bad things.
I mean, they're basically like the same in terms of culture and anything, whatever.
I mean, yeah,
Not s-
that's kind of why you know it even happened in the first place is because you know Ukraine was part of Russia and then it got separated and
They should have
there
done what
was
America did,
disputes.
where he just made an army of British hillbillies and farmers and stuff. And also maybe
Yes.
get a little bit of help from the French, but we don't talk about that.
Oh my god, this is that fucking that Elvis movie's so weird. Like the guy doesn't even look like Elvis. Like, have you seen that? Like the Elvis movie?
No, not at all. I think I've heard of
It's
the
like,
Queen movie, but that was it.
yeah, they came out with an Elvis movie. And there's some guy who plays Elvis, and he just doesn't look like him. I mean, apparently, like Elvis's wife actually picked the actor. Like she was actually there choosing for the actor or something. So as long as she's happy, but it's like,
I mean that's really sweet and all, but I mean that could also be something like easily lied to. That's something that like a movie director could just say to make the movie seem like, oh, it's kind of a,
yeah, I
it's just
guess I
a
don't know.
nice.
I don't remember if I heard that from somewhere. I remember hearing it from somewhere. I just don't remember where. But this was actually, I actually know this picture. This is a picture from the movie. This is actually the concert he was at with Jim Reeves. I know by the suit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because he had this really distinct pink suit he wore, and that was like his first major gig. Because, you know, if you remember that, he was like nervous, and then he talked to Jim Reeves, and Jim Reeves pushed him on the stage or some shit. And
Jim Reeves for the clutch.
yeah, no, just imagine that, because, you know, Elvis wasn't. I think he had kind of a good record, but like he had a record released the year before that, and it kind of did well. But he didn't really do anything major at that point. And that concert with Jim Reeves was his first major one. So he's like, "Oh my goodness, I've
Damn.
never done something like this." And then, I mean, hey, that's the man, Jim Reeves. That's just so weird. That's such a weird like connection. You know what I mean? Like Jim Reeves and Elvis Presley. Like you just wouldn't think of that. And it was very strange because you know, because that happened essentially at the beginning of Elvis's career, and the last song Elvis ever recorded before he ended up dying was Jim Reeves' biggest song he ever recorded. Like, it is the weirdest coincidence.
Jim Reeves' biggest song he's ever recorded.
Yeah, because Jim Reeves had a song he released in 1960 called "He'll Have to Go,"
Oh,
and
oh,
yeah,
that one.
that one. Yeah,
Oh,
that was
that's the
his.
Sweet Lips one, right?
Yeah, that's his most successful song he ever did. And the very last song Elvis ever recorded was that same song.
Like a
So
cover.
yeah, his own version. And it was just so weird because at the very beginning of his career, they met and kind of had that interaction. And then right before Elvis died, after Jim Reeves had died, he kind of gone back and did a song, you know, that Jim Reeves was known for. And it's just kind of a weird coincidence, you know what I mean? It's like poetry, kind of. It's very, very interesting. I actually saw on some website, I can't remember, but there was actually a listing for records that Elvis owned, and like vinyl records, and several of them were Jim Reeves albums. Like, I don't know, it's just such a weird dynamic between them. Like you just wouldn't expect that.
Yeah.
But
I kind of like the duo though. It's a duo that I would have never expected, but it's a duo that kind of fitting, honestly. I mean, like I wouldn't say they're the same, but I mean, I feel like maybe like front persons like they're the same.
yeah, I don't know. Oh my gosh, Elvis had this one suit that he did a performance when like Jim Crow laws were abolished, and he had like a comeback. He came from the military because he served in the military, and he came back, and it was around the same time that Jim Crow laws were abolished and all those things. And so he had like a comeback show, and he wore this suit. um Wait, it's literally like such, let me find it. That's not it.
I'm probably not gonna play much of Dead Cells, mostly because I don't have that much of the night. I like Dead Cells and all, but I wouldn't really say it's like a highly rated game for me. Wow, assist mode.
Hmm.
Heal them. That's cool.
Yeah.
You can just like get like these sort of cheats, not really cheats, but the cheat styles, called assist mode.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw videos about it, and like apparently changing it doesn't affect achievements or something. So it's like he's kind of like, should this be allowed for achievements? Because that's kind of goofy. Um,
Yeah, my favorite part about roguelikes though is the difficulty and stuff.
yeah,
Although I would entirely understand it because my brothers and stuff. Like Isaac is definitely not a game for 5 year old to play because I don't think they have any sort of attention span. But
yeah.
my littlest brother Liam really really loves he really loves getting insane synergies. Like that's his favorite thing. Like my favorite thing to do is just get like weird shit. Like it could just be something simple like soy milk, brimstone, and then leave him in my room for a couple of hours.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's like what is it like lacrophagy or whatever, the one where you shoot your tears into more tears and they get bigger.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that, but it's like it's like lacrophagy and cricket's body and like parasite. So it's like an insane amount of tears.
I like that stuff too. I like what I like is just um I don't know. I like a lot of tier effect items and just like I just like simple items. I just like simple stuff in general. That's what I always end up saying, but it's like it's true. Like simple shit. Like I like what is it? One item I really like is the I can't remember what it's called, but it's like that toxic thing, and you like it makes your tears when you hit the enemy. It like creates a little pool of like green poison creep.
Oh, mysterious liquid.
Yeah, it's that. Like that's one of my favorite items. And it's shit. I mean, it doesn't really do much, but it's like it's fun.
I mean,
That's
it's
why I like it. It's
technically
just
a
neat.
it's technically a 3 tier item. If you can get something on that green goo, I think it's literally
Yeah,
like 80 damage a second. Like
yeah.
that's enough to one tap like Widow
I mean,
almost.
it's pretty damn good, but it's just in terms of
It
like
just
normal rooms, at least
it
you
mostly
don't
just
tend to get.
yeah,
Yeah,
it mostly just sucks because like it's there and there's a lot of damage, but it disappears in like half a second. It's
and
what
it's
it's
like,
really good for. What it's really good for is like brimstone because it leaves a trail, or even
oh
like
yeah,
what Hemolacria, yeah, Hemolacria. It's even good for Hemolacria because like even the arc I think lays it on the ground. I think
that's pretty
is how that
swag.
worked.
But
I think that's because I got the synergy somewhat soon actually.
yeah, I think it's I don't know, but that's like one of my favorite items. It's just fun. It's neat. It's simple. I just like stuff like that. It just kind of makes it a little interesting. You know what I mean? Rather than very broken item or very broken item combination and then you win instantly. I just don't like that kind of stuff. I just like it when it's kind of simple and interesting, I guess. You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
I kind of like whatever's interesting, I guess.
Yeah. Right. This is that suit I was talking about. Look at this fucking thing. I want a suit like this.
Elvis Presley 1968 white suit.
Look at that. That's what he
That's pretty
wore.
good. I bet he couldn't fit
It's,
into that though.
yeah, by 1977. That's so weird. He died only
Is he
nine
like a good
years.
singer? I don't think I've ever listened to an Elvis song in my entire
I
life.
mean, he's not my favorite, definitely, but I mean, for example, the image these or the song these images are taken from is like one of it's a incredible fucking song. Like it's pretty damn epic. I mean, I'm sure you've heard
I might have
some
in
of
like
his
public or
songs.
something.
Yeah, because he has several. Like, I mean, it's hard to find a song by him that doesn't have 10 million views on YouTube. Like, it's hard to, at least a couple million. They just don't really exist. Um, Here I could play something or part of something. Let me see here, because what that's from, those pictures are from, is this.
Oh,
And
I
this
don't think
was
I told you by the way. I'm streaming right now if you don't mind.
oh shit. Okay, how to get a takedown.
No, no, I don't. No, no, no. I was just letting you know. I honestly, I play music all the time.
Alrighty.
It's pretty much just like I won't get monetized or whatever.
Yeah, I know, because I know different music and different artists,
Shit.
they have different rules or something like that with their music use. So I don't know. We could still listen to it because it's only like a 30-second, 40-second clip that I have in mind.
The hell is this 2014 album? When did Michael Jackson die, dude? You said like
2009.
yeah, 2009. What is this 2000? What is this 2014 album by Michael Jackson?
Yeah, Jim Reeves had albums until 1980 something because his wife kept like pushing out old recordings. So it could have been something like that, whereas like old recordings are
And then
I have
what?
no
They just like
idea.
make up their own album name. It's so weird. It's like he never died.
I know that's that's what it was for Jim Reeves. He literally, he died in 64. I'm gonna look up. Wait, I'm gonna look this up. Star album. Oh wait, no, I think this was like the last one in his lifetime. Let
I
me
don't
see
know
here.
why this isn't working. I was trying to pull up Winter
So
Client. Okay, there we go.
yeah,
It
his
is.
last album. So I want to look for something that was actually like on record. Okay, so this was one. I have this one actually. Um, remembering Patsy Cline and Jim Reeves, so it's kind of like a mix of them both, and they were both great. Like Patsy Cline was kind of like she's kind of like the female version of Jim Reeves. Like she's very
Really?
interesting. Yeah, she actually died a year before Jim Reeves in a plane crash. Like they both died in plane crashes a year apart. It's very weird. Um, and this came out 1982. Just an example, he died what about 16, 18 years before that. And he still had new albums coming out. There's one released, two released in 1999, probably just CDs, but still, it's pretty wild. But
Holy shit.
yeah, I don't know. It could have been something like that.
FPS is kind of feeling weird. I think my sensitivity's too high, dude. What the hell? I feel like every time I go back to my desktop or whatever, my sensitivity is just
Wacky.
I feel like every time I go back to it, it's always like, man, I need to go lower on sensitivity. But every game
Mm-hmm.
feels different. Every game feels different in sensitivity. That's one thing weird about because on console it's like you get three, one, two, three, and four, and they all feel generally the same. Call of Duty's always been higher. On mouse and
Mm-hmm.
keyboard, it's like 74.
Yeah,
74
to
in
me that
Minecraft is
happens.
completely different than in like Fortnite. 74 in Fortnite will make you fly.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like what is it? If I'm like I don't, if that really happens to me, if I'm like playing certain games where just the mouse speed is really booty cheek ass, and so I have to like use my because usually I just use my mouse like DPI buttons, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll
Yeah, I
use
think I know what you.
those, and I'll just turn that up one because that usually increases it pretty good, and it'll be perfectly fine for the game. And then I'll stop playing, and I'll forget that I pushed the button, and I'll be wondering for like 20 minutes why my mouse is like impossible to control.
So weird. I never knew villagers wobbled their head like that when you like click on them and they don't have a trait or anything. 'Cause I've always played on console my entire life, so all this Java stuff is still new to me somewhat.
I don't know. I feel like I've known that forever. Did they do that on console?
If you ask me, no. Oh my god,
Damn.
you climb ladders so fucking slow now. There's no way that's real. They just make that update, dude. I swear that wasn't the case. Why is it so slow to climb up the ladder, dude? Is that new? It has to be, dude. What the fuck? Mostly that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get a mending villager. I need to do something about my shaders, dude.
I remember doing that when I was like streaming Minecraft and shit. It took me so long to get a zombie villager.
On
Like, oh my
Bedrock, it took me a while, dude, but I did it, dude. I got a mending villager for like 9 emeralds. It was so good.
dude.
I don't know what hand depth is. I'm just gonna turn everything down by like a tenth of whatever the multiplier is. Mostly, I like the way it looks. Man, wouldn't it be great to have like a supercomputer?
On God, I feel that.
It looks so fuzzy now, dude. My entire screen. Is that what do the shaders do to it? My entire screen. I mean, I know what is it? I know I'm like fucking streaming and stuff. That isn't the dude. Is my Optifine out of date? I mean, it has to be. I hadn't changed it in a while. It's not.
Dude.
I'm not gonna worry
I've,
about it honestly.
I've like literally never used Optifine ever.
Really.
Yeah.
I use it for shaders and stuff, but I use Lunar Client, which is way better. It's a mod, but it's like a gameplay mod. It just
Oh
makes it.
damn.
Let me see if I can show you this. If you wanna look at it, I'm gonna go live for a moment. I kind of want to show you some of these features because it's honestly great. So like you see my entire screen and stuff, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
one of my favorites now is the top left. It shows you how fast you can go, meters per second. How many days I've got. I got a compass up above.
Oh
Like
damn.
it shows durability in my bottom left too. My hunger bars are golden as well for like saturation
Oh.
and shit. And that's not even the best part. This is the best part. These are all the mods I could have. The crosshair is a dot. I made that specifically a dot because that's my favorite type of crosshair in any game. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, like you can change any like waypoints. I mean, you saw that. I think keystrokes. I mean, it's just I'm not gonna disable it. It's basically like, oh, you press W, oh then it's W or whatever. Like
Well,
it'll
yeah.
show that or whatever.
I've seen that stuff with like speedrunners and shit.
Oh, I love games that have clocks that reflect the real world stuff, like in Call of Duty and shit. But Minecraft has it too, like Lunar Client, top right. I can see what time it is, because I have to look behind me, to look at my alarm clock for what time it is. But this one's way better. It's like an internal clock. That's what I want to say. The shader packs is completely like whatever.
Dank. Oh shit, wait.
Damn, I can't believe I just did that.
She accidentally leave.
Yeah. Dude, sometimes my shader packs is great and other times it isn't. Dude, I'm like on 144 frames right now. Before I was on like 50, dude. What the? I think it's
Hey
that
yo.
villager. I think it's that damn village.
Ain't no way.
And I'm also realizing I'm playing on normal mode and I locked it. I'm not even on like hard mode or anything. So I'm not even gonna be able to get a zombie villager by having a
You
zombie.
locked your world on normal?
Yeah, I did, dude. I'm kind of regretting it right now because that's how we did it on
Sad face.
That's how we did it on console. I would just change it to hard mode. I originally started the world in easy mode, so that was my default. Mojang makes hard pretty hard. They know how to make hard hard.
You're kind of cutting out a little bit. Like
Oh,
here, there.
oh, okay, Mr. Perfect Mike.
Mr. Microphone?
Mr. Microphone. I gotta kill more phantoms, dude. That's what I gotta do. Cause I'm probably not gonna get mending for a while, dude. I used to think the only way to get mending was through like fucking fishing or something like that, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine that? Like fishing?
Imagine fishing.
Yeah, it's like hours. Literally takes like hours for
I
that shit
don't
to work.
know. I've always liked stuff like that in games, like fishing.
Yeah, but it's just sitting there Minecraft fishing. Click a button when you hear a splash. It's like that over and over again.
Yeah.
I want to kill myself, dude.
And I kind of like the idea of like getting enchanted books and stuff, even though it's like gonna be garbage, but it's still fun. What the hell?
I guess. Yeah, what happened?
Wait, I just randomly found this video. I don't care. I just randomly found this video. I think it was the ambulance that they used to escort Elvis or something when he died. Like that they picked him up and was like somehow abandoned somewhere. I don't even know how that happens, but it was just found like last year. how does that happen?
Ambulance that they got abandoned.
Yeah, it's like, how does that happen? I don't know. I'll probably watch that later. That's weird.
Did I even hear that right?
Yes, it was like, what is it? It was the ambulance they used to take Elvis when he died, I think. Yeah, it said August 16th. That was the day he died. Um, so it was like it had to be then. But it's like, how does it happen? Like, how does an ambulance become abandoned? Like, I don't know. Maybe I think maybe
I always thought they would have scrapped it or something.
I'm thinking maybe it's because I remember seeing a video of like what was happening when he died because there's the news and stuff there, despite it being 1977, and so there was cameras, there was footage, of what was happening, and literally outside of his house there was masses of people. Like there were just hordes of people outside where his like mansion was or wherever he lived.
Really?
And I think maybe something like that caused them to have to do something with the ambulance or something. I have no idea. And then it ended up being like lost. I have no idea. That's just really strange overall. I'll have to watch that.
People are weird as heck.
I know. That's pretty wacky.
There is that librarian at that village. I might see if I can get a lot of paper or something, get a bunch of emeralds, and then see what enchantment books it has,
Hey yo,
and then lug them,
entrepreneur.
the 1,261 meters that it is over there, because it's literally that much.
Oh my god, Bella Porch got 89 million followers in 24 months. That was made a year ago. How many?
Shit.
How
I
many?
gotta
Oh
go
my.
to work tomorrow, dude.
Oh lord.
That's gonna be good. This was kind of like, I felt like my first week back, even though it really wasn't. Because this was my first week back, I was getting started and everything. Like, ever
Mm-hmm.
since Monday, well, I guess like Sunday, but the only thing I've been really consistent on is like working out and stuff. Because I'm trying to. Because I'm really, really becoming like diligent on that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like a goal that I've been having. So I did it really hard on my stepdad on Sunday. Monday was jujitsu, and then I did a little bit of back and shoulders, I guess, like after jujitsu. It was literally like a few sets. Tuesday was a rest, and then Wednesday I did a chest workout, but it was more of an arm workout, dude. My arms today were so sore from it yesterday, dude. I couldn't eat, like, I couldn't even, like, when I first woke up, I couldn't even, like, prop myself up on my bed, dude.
God damn. Dude, that reminds me. I don't even know. I slept like really funky the other night, I guess. And so I was like literally I was laying down in a way where like my arm didn't really have circulation. I don't know how I did that, but I managed to make that happen in my sleep. So I woke up and I kind of like tried to move my arm to like my stomach or something. Try to move my arm somewhere where I wanted it. I don't really remember what I was doing. I mean, I just woke up and literally I could not feel anything, and then I just all of a sudden I just felt this thing flop down on my chest. That was
Hey,
my
yo.
arm. It
Hey, yo.
was my arm was so like numb that I literally like inched it slowly in the direction like to the right, and then it just like flopped over. Like it was just totally like there's no control. It's just totally limp. I was like, oh my
Oh,
goodness.
really? That doesn't even sound real.
I know, it's like, I don't know, I slept on it, I guess, and it just became so numb, and there's just no circulation to the point where it's just literally flopped over, like, I just could not lift it at all. It was pretty goofy.
2 times shadow quality.
Ayo.
Holy shit, it looks so smooth. I guess I could run it, but I don't really want to, dude. My computer's gonna get so hot. I'm gonna just do it on the lowest shadow quality. But it still looks good on the lowest. I don't care. I mean,
Excuse me.
it's crazy. It's It's nuts.
Wacky.
Absolutely nuts. Although I think the one thing I will do is greater render quality, because holy shit. Lower
Holy.
values can be useful. Wait, hold on a second. Lower values can be useful for 4K displays. Higher values work as an how do you say that word? Anti-aliasing? No,
Anti-alias,
oh
I
my
think.
god, I can't believe. Yeah, alias. You're
Yeah.
right.
Get it right, nerd.
Because I knew exactly what it was, but I mean, guys, I swear. Yeah, it makes it look less fuzzy. That's what it was. Dude, I have half of the fucking shadow quality, and I'm still running on the same frames that I would have if I've had like twice the shadow quality, dude.
God motherfucking damn.
God damn, dude. I got so much to do. I mostly hate it that I don't really have like even one day off. It's usually like half a day off, it feels like. Or it's like I'll work towards something,
Mm-hmm.
and then I get to come home and sort of do whatever. Not even, dude. If I'm at school, I just gotta go home and do a bunch of shit.
Yeah. Holy shit, it's almost 10.
Dude, it's almost 11 for me.
What time do you work tomorrow?
Oh, it's like 6.
At night?
Yeah, I gotta leave.
Damn.
I gotta leave. What is it? I gotta leave the house at 5:30 p.m. or whatever. Bike there.
Sad face. I mean,
It's
hey,
good.
you like that job though, right?
I really like it a lot. It's just that it's just I feel like I've been working, doing nothing but working all week on different things. Like I said, the only thing that's really been carrying over, I think, is working out. But that's patience is a virtue. Only done it 3 times this week, and I
Mm-hmm.
think, yeah, I don't know. I'll figure out something for that. I'm just working on keeping that consistent. But I mean, like when you
Yeah.
work really hard at a job and stuff, you get paid.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's whatever. But here, it's like you gotta wait a while for to see any remote source of progress.
Yeah. And that's that what was it called? That's the that like diner, right?
Yeah, not really a diner, I would say.
The little cafe, whatever it was, something like that.
It's just like a fast casual restaurant, honestly. It's just like a weird little thing, I guess, is the way I'd put it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not even that weird. It's just like a
It's just unusual.
normal place to go eat during the evening, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like we serve coffee, but anytime people buy coffee, all the waiters are like, "Oh my god, this guy actually got the 54th Street coffee.
Oh my goodness.
Who even comes here for the coffee?" And I'm like, leave the poor man alone." But at the same time, it's like, who the hell would come to 54th Street for coffee, dude?
Bullied for coffee.
It's like the place doesn't even open until 11, but nobody really shows up till 2 anyways.
Yeah.
And even then, but we're doing the job will be good though, because it'll be another thing to work hard towards. Even though I've worked pretty hard for everything else, but if I work hard for this, then I'll get money.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. Working for a job is the most rewarding. I feel like because you get the money.
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably be working. It's just like I've always thought of it. I'm thinking like school is enough of a just difficulty for me in general, you know, and throwing in work as much as it'd be cool to,
Yeah,
have the money and all that and be able to buy stuff. It's just like I don't want it interfering with my work, because I already
that's
have
that's
trouble with
kind of what
that.
I'm thinking. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
gonna interfere. It's just like extra things
Stuff,
to
yeah.
worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of gets to you a little bit.
Yeah. What the hell? Wait, oh my god, this totally threw me off for a second. I completely misunderstood what this was. One of the late, because there's that Elvis movie that just came out I was talking to you about. And a month ago. Apparently, I don't know. I don't know when the movie released. I think it was maybe a little bit before that. But like one of the actresses from that movie just died last month. What the hell? Like right after the movie came out or something?
This Elvis movie was like recent. I was thinking
Yeah,
this was
it came
like
out
a
like
couple
within the
years
last
ago.
couple months. Yeah.
I've not even seen an ad about it on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah, I have no idea, honestly. That's surprising that you haven't heard of it. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look like something I'd watch. You know, I like Elvis. It's just like,
Dude, I should probably get to bed, honestly. I'm just thinking I
alright.
gotta like do my dishes, my one dish, but I gotta brush my teeth and then get settled for bed and stuff.
Yeah, that's all good.
Holy hell.
No worries, my man.
Man, this also sucks because I'm moving to Alaska, so it feels like everything I'm doing, except maybe from like my actual job because the money gets
Yeah.
carried over or whatever. But I mean, I just kind of feel like everything that I'm doing right now
When are you
is just
moving?
the like September, October area.
Oh yeah, that's when you said you might be swinging to Colorado or something like that. I remember.
Hopefully, they said that we might visit for a couple of days. Might be
Yeah, hopefully.
anytime they mention Colorado, they always talk about my one friend Zane, which is really good and everything. He's probably the friend I have the
But
best
hey,
connection with in terms of like
yeah.
my parents and my friends or whatever. So it's the only one they think about. And it's like I've been to Colorado before and only visit Zane, and he's really nice and all. But I mean, I want to see my other friends,
Yeah,
man.
exactly. I mean, hey, I'm right here. Hey,
Hey.
I'm walking. I'm walking here.
I mean, I
So
was
yeah.
thinking if time ever comes to that, I want to be like, I kind of want to visit the area that we used to live in. 'Cause I know, because you mentioned that you walked that area a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey,
Hey.
hey,
So
do a little funny hangout.
yeah.
It definitely won't be long though. I think like it might, we might I don't know what they're planning, but we could only really stay there for a night, which I mean is
Damn.
pretty. I guess is pretty much all we would need. I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, if it is just like that, I gotta see like you. I gotta see Zane. There's some people I gotta see, man. Trent might be in Florida. I don't even know. Trent was supposed to be in Florida like a year ago. His parents are going to. I'm not even gonna say it actually.
I
You
don't. I
not.
don't.
Neither of us don't even know what's even going on. Like,
Yeah. He told me about that like a year ago, I think, and like you're still here.
yeah, it's something that like he has to go to his mom's in Florida, but his dad doesn't want to or whatever. But like his mom like spends. I don't know, dude. Like I hear conflicting. I have no idea what's going on.
Wacky.
Just gonna leave it be.
Yeah.
Rarely do I ever visit Florida though. I got technical family there. That's the best way I could put it. I got like my step family, I guess. I don't know why I said technical family. Such a
Yeah.
weird way to
Yeah.
put it.
I don't know if Florida would be on my list of places to go.
No, I mean I went there once because I won that Disney trip to Florida, and I went there another time because we were on vacation to go to Universal and visit. Because Kenny was born in Florida, so that was like to
Oh
visit his
yeah.
family. But
I
I'm gonna
mean,
have to end it now, dude. These feel so short, dude.